Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time I'm going to be doing a meta-analysis over the last LCS. Also, I'm going to be showing off the top 16 deck profiles, so make sure to watch the entire video, and let's hop right in. So first of all, we're going to see there was 252 players in this LCS. Not bad, not bad. Hopefully we can get like 300 next time. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Everyone go check out Luxury down below. Make sure to check them out. There should be another LCS in like a month from now. But if we look over, there's like 51 Dragon Link. I'm not going to name them all off. You can kind of look. But like Prank Kids, 21 of them. Like third place, like most played deck. That's kind of crazy. Did not expect Prank Kids to be in that spot. Also, 5 Altergeist. That's kind of weird that like there's a lot of people still trying to play Altergeist. But obviously like one made the finals. So that's not bad. Not bad. Kind of crazy that that guy topped though. But going on to the now top 16 deck profiles or breakdown, I'm sorry. We can see like Prank Kids just took over. There was 21 that entered and there was 5 that topped. Like that's a solid conversion rate. And like Dragon Link there was only 2. It's kind of insane to see like the better decks not do as good. And we see Invoked Dogmatica, Shaddoll. I'm surprised that Dragon Link and Shaddoll just didn't do better. I think like a lot of people were just really prepared for them. Like Cosmic was in the main deck, that's really good versus Shaddolls. Dark Ruler was in the main deck, it's really good versus Dragon Link. Also, there's an Eldritch Prank Kids player that topped. Shout out to Dunk. They won my high rated DB tournament like a week ago. And now they topped the LCS. That was cool to see. When I saw them in Top Cut, I was like, oh, I know who that is for sure. There's only one person that can play the deck well enough to top with it. And then it's like 1 Dino, 1 Geist, 1 Tri-Brigade, 1 Buster Blader, 1 Zodiac, or 1 Pier, and then there was 1 Eldritch Zoo. Eldritch isn't very strong. Everyone's been asking me why isn't the deck been topping. I've been saying it for a while now. Eldritch cards just suck compared to other decks. That's just a fact. That's not even my opinion. But going on to the deck profiles now, I got deck profile first place through like the top 16. So this is the first place deck profile. Shout out to Deadly B7. I'm just gonna go over like if there's anything cool in the decks, and I'm not gonna sit here and explain it too much. It's not my deck. I can't explain exactly why there's the choices in it. But looking over this, there's nothing too interesting. We see him side deck like 6 outs to back row. Yeah, I'll just go on to the next deck profile. So this is the second place deck profile. This is Altergeist. Really interesting to only see 6 hand traps in the main, like 3 Ash, 3 Imperm. Yeah, like let's be real, they only made it to the finals because like they got lucky. Like no offense to them, but like this deck list is just like never beating Dragon Link. Maybe they just didn't play against Dragon Link because like Top Cut there was only 2 left. I don't know. But this deck does not seem very strong. Like also like main deck Judgment, a lot of Altergeist traps, a lot of Altergeist monsters too. This is like the old standard ratio. But yeah, I don't know. This kind of seems like a dice roll deck. And then going on to, this is now top 4. They didn't play out 3rd, 4th place, so these are both top 4 lists. But looking over the Shaddoll, this is June's list. We see like the Aerial and Dragon. I remember just commentating over the video like yesterday, and I said it's probably Dragon and Beast. That's because like what he used to play, but switched it out for Aerial, adapting. But this card is extremely good versus like the reason why Eldritch is so bad is like it has no good matchups. Like it never really has. But like now, specifically at this exact like time period, Aerial is so popular, and just boom, banish your entire grave. No follow-ups through the Eldritch engine. The engine's so bad right now, it's insane. And then we see like the only hand trap is Phantasme. Again, like Cosmic's in the main, so many people were playing them. But looking at the side, we can see the Barrier Statue Gizmek combo. That might be for Dragon Link. I'm not completely sure though, but against Dragon Link, they'll summon from the deck usually, because they'll have Seal on board at all times, and then you can summon this and lock them in the only lights. It's probably what it's for, not sure though. See like App Cologne and Gristia. You can shit all fusion into these. Like send Misk from deck to grave, summon out Gristia, or send both of these from deck to grave to go for App Cologne. And also like the Anaconda play. That'd be cool, like with the Shaddoll Fusion, 2 Dwellers. Now, onto the other top 4 list. See like Pankratops in the main deck. That's interesting. Nothing else like too interesting in this list. I guess like Ice Dragon's Prison's in the deck, but that's just like a good card. Very solid card. Very solid card. Oh, we see the Eraser. That's different. Side decking Skullmeister, that was probably for the mirror match. This card's extremely good in the mirror match. I think Prank Kids did really well just because like a lot of people weren't prepared for them and they didn't know what they did. I saw a lot of people reading Prank Kids throughout the tournament, and like, you can't do that. Like, this deck was definitely known to be a deck that you could play against at the LCS. So should have known how to play against this deck. But going on, plays Zeus. So you just throw like Zeus over Toad. I feel like other stuff would just come up more, right? Like play like another Bow Wow, another Doodle Bob, something else. I feel like those would just come up a lot more. But now going on to the top 8 lists, there's 4 of them. And then we got another Prank Kids player. You're going to see a lot of pranks, obviously. 5 out of 16. Another Pankratops in the main deck. Plays 43 cards, by the way. Ew, Mystic Mine. This card's kind of poor right now. I mean, against like Shaddolls, it's cool, but like also everyone's main decking Cosmic. So that just makes it like harder to sit on mine. Like, you're not decking people out right now. Pretty sure like everyone's playing at least like 1 out the Mystic Mine in their deck. Like Dragon Link even has like Tiding. But I don't know, this card's not super great. But it does work well with Prank Kids though, I will not lie. Because you can end with like Bow Wow on board, Mystic Mine, and then pass. And then when they summon, you can like tribute Bow Wow to add back, and then they're under mine. So there's like cool interactions with it, and it's like searchable off terraforming. I just don't think it's very good right now. Plays the Arch Nemesis in the side deck. Wow, that's cool. Like, I haven't seen this in Prank Kids yet, but you could probably do a lot with this. Like, if you play against the mirror, you could like use it, end with like Roxy's on board, effect call Rock, and then they can't go into Meow anymore. They can't summon Roxy's. You could summon out Fansies and then call Thunder. It's gonna wipe out like the Doodle, but also wipe out like your Battle Butler. Cool card. And also you can summon it against dragons, effect call Dragon, and then they just can't summon dragons next turn. Insane. Floodgate. Now, like a cool Floodgate though. Now going on to the next one. This is also a top 8 deck list. A lot of traps. So this is the pure Zoo player. So 9 hand traps, 8 trap cards. All very strong trap cards. Nothing weak. Side deck we see like Book of Moon and stuff. Not too much to say about this deck. Going on to another top 8 list. You see Tri-Brigade, this is Lundridity. Got 2nd place at the LCS before. Look at all these targets for Trap Trick. This is what I wanted to see. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 targets for Trap Trick. Holy. That's so many targets. But fair enough. And then we see 9 hand traps, 41. Gotta hate to see 41. But list does not look bad. I still think like pure Tri-Brigade is better than Tri-Brigade with the birds in it. The birds are just like unnecessary extenders. Like, you can have a deck filled with like all extenders, like all gas, no stopping, with like a few hand traps. But you're just like, the deck isn't that good. Like, the bird stuff doesn't help. Like, you can do full combo with just one fractal. You just ditch it, and then that's combo. Like, you don't need to have like an end board of like Appaloosa, the Link 2, and Barrier Statue. Like, everyone's already main decking Dark Ruler. You don't need to make your end board just already lose to that. I think like the trap build of this deck's just way better than the bird up build right now, for sure. And I'm going to be showing off more of this deck like this coming week. And then we got Buster Blader. Shout out to Luster. If you check out the video I posted with them yesterday, then you can go check out their Twitch where they stream. They're streaming the entire LCS. But looking at this, we can see like 9 hand traps plus some Phantasmes. I want to see how many bricks this deck plays. You got 1, 2, 3. I'm going to count Knight as 1. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8. Yeah, that's a lot. That's probably why it's 50 cards. Also, why Veiler? I'm not sure why Veiler's here. I don't know. It's not like there's like Selene in extra deck or something, but maybe they know something I don't. Like, I'm not a Buster Blader player right now. Maybe this card's really good in Buster Blader. But going on to the next list. So this is now top 16 lists. You see like maxed out on the Prank Kids, maxed out on Desires, placed under Dragon Fusion. I personally don't like this card because it doesn't fix the problems your deck already has, which is that if you normal summon Link away, then they ash your effect, you just pass turn. This doesn't solve that. I feel like I'd rather have a way to solve that, or just have something else, like a different card. This card isn't like that great, but there was a lot of people playing it this weekend. Like all the people that are like really good with Prank Kids all say this card isn't needed, and like I can see why. Like the logic makes sense. You just don't need this card. Then I'm happy they're playing 40 at least. I saw so many people playing like 46 cards in this deck. Like, oh my gosh, you want to draw your good cards all the time. Like, your good cards are just so much like, oh, like if you were to add 6 more like cards to this, they would just all be worse than these 40. Pretty much that's how it is. Like, you'd be adding in hand traps that are just not as good as the hand traps you're already playing. So like, while you're increasing the odds of you drawing hand traps, you're decreasing the odds of drawing your good hand traps. And it's like, you ever heard like the saying like quality over quantity? It's like usually that's how you'd want it in Yu-Gi-Oh! Some formats are different though. Like Rock format with Block Dragon, you had to play like 14 hand traps in a bad deck to beat that deck. You had to play like so many hand traps, like 15, just because that deck would play through so many that you would actually just need quality over quality in that instance. Also, this extra deck looks so weird. I don't know why. It's like, I don't know. Like the Link Kuriboh is weird. Maybe they were like really afraid of Dino. Another top 16 list. See 2 Thunder Dragon Fusion in this one. This is the Eldritch Prank Kids though. This is different. This is how they make Butler. You know, this is their first turn play. They're not playing the Prank Kids Fusion because they have to. If they were to play the Fusion spell, it would mess up the Eldritch stuff. So they just go Thunder Dragon Fusion turn 1, and then on the opponent's turn try to use Eldritch stuff. Personally, I think this list makes no sense. Like I don't think Eldritch stuff is very good at all. Everyone already knows that. But very cool to see them top though, playing like a very small Prank Kid engine too. But shout out to Dunkero, won my high rated DB tournament like a week ago. Won themselves $50. Make sure to go check out that video. It's posted like a week ago now. And then nothing too weird in the extra. It's playing 2 Anaconda, but again, like that's how they get to the battle butter. Skill drain in the main combo. Now another top 16 deck list. We have Shadal, Dogmatica invoked. Nothing too much to say about this list. Instead of like a Phantasme, they chose to play Ice Dragon's Prison. Side deck's another Aerial. I wonder what that's for, like exactly. Maybe it's just for like random decks that they play against. Had like a free slot and just want to make it easier to beat those random rogue decks in the early rounds. Or in this tournament, even in the top cut. Going on to another top 16 deck list. We can see like they're on 3 Tracer. Main deck's Lancia. Main deck's multiple Nocto. Talons. So like no Phantasme, no Dark Ruler. Like that stuff became very common, very good. Side decks the Phantasmes and Dark Rulers though. Play Skull Dread. Interesting. Going on to the next top 16 list, we got Zoo Eldlish. Going over this main decking Meister, that's probably extremely well against all the prank kids that you would play. Because like the prank kid players did very well. And this would just shut them down. Nib in the main was probably extremely good versus... There's so many greedy prank kids players. Like not a single person. Like every single person was like just full combo in turn 1. Like, oh, if I get hit with Nib, whatever. Maybe my pranks at end phase will draw into a prank kids. I don't know. They're playing wild. And then side deck's another one. Mistaken Arrest. Now go on to the next top 16 list. We got Shadal Dogmatica invoked again. So this person chose to play Droll, Cosmic, Talons, Resh. Resh is one of those cards where like you either really like the card or you like really hate the card. It feels like that's how it is with this card. Personally, I feel very iffy about it. It's not like too good. It's not like too bad. I don't know. At least they're not playing multiple Hedgehog. I saw so many people this weekend, even in like the replays that we went over, like on the channel, there was multiple people playing multiple Hedgehog. Like, why? You don't need to play like 2 and 3 of these. Like it's not that serious. You don't need that many. And then going on to the side deck, we see Ice Dragon's Prison. Get Out. That's a cool card. Plays some super poly targets. Isn't playing the one that takes 2 Dark Dragons. The Borland. Now going on to the next list, we have another Prank Kids. This is also, again, top 16. Main decking only 6 hand traps. Chooses to play like Droplets, Cosmic, Derken. Derken is a nasty card. This probably carried them in the early rounds with all the dragons. Like, you just flip this card and it's like, oh, I can't play. Wow. Going on to the side deck, we see like Skill Drain, Judgments, Alpha. And then nothing too weird. Chooses to play 2 Rocket Ride. That's different than like what we've seen in every other list. Now go on to the next top 16. This is actually the last list. This is main deck there can. Is this the exact same list? It is. Yeah, it's just the same list in different order. So, two buddies must have topped. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't trying to like go back and forth too much, but this is the last list. It's literally the exact same as the one we just went over. So I'm assuming that they're buddies and worked on their decks together. Very unlikely that they just ended up with the exact same list. I mean, imagine like you and some random person top the tournament playing some deck that's like not even like considered meta before the tournament, and boom, you guys got the exact same list. That'd be insane. But I think a lot of people are gonna take Prank Kids more seriously. They're gonna side deck hand traps versus them. Skullmeister's extremely well. Bell works. If they like tribute Doodoo to add back, you can bell that. You can also like bell the Bow Wow next turn. Another thing you can do is you can gamma the Bow Wow on your turn, and then because like they want to play around like Dark Ruler and stuff, so you can gamma the Bow Wow on your draw phase or standby whenever they use it, and then you can have like a gamma driver on board, and they don't get to add back. So definitely something that you want to think about. How are you going to beat this deck? How are you going to approach this matchup? You got to know how to side deck against this deck now. The deck's going to gain a lot of popularity. The people at the LCS, a lot of them didn't even know how to play the deck right. Like a lot, like every single person was messing up. I'm not even going to say like, yeah, it was really every single person it seemed like was messing up with this deck. Costing game in top 4 multiple ways. Like, it was rough, but it happens. Maybe we'll see Prank Kids win the next LCS. I'm pretty sure the next LCS is a 3v3. I could be wrong though, but I think it is. If it is, then maybe we'll see like Prank Kids win. We can see random decks win 3v3 LCSs or like YCSs. Just because, like, you can have, like, 2 people playing, like, really, really, really good decks and have 1 person playing, like, even Moki and you guys could still win. But it'll be interesting to see how this deck does. Now, just going back. Boom. We'll just sit at this. But with all that being said, I don't know how long this video was. I'm not even going to guess. But this was a cool video to make. I'm probably going to make videos like this after every LCS, maybe even after like YCSs. But like YCSs, I would have to, I don't know, I probably wouldn't be able to get the deck profiles. Or maybe like when YCSs happen, other YouTubers will post the deck profiles and I'll go get the deck profiles like from their channel. That's probably how I have to end up doing it. But there's not going to be like real YCSs for a while anyhow, so I'll deal with that problem when the time comes. And with all that being said, again, make sure to check out Luxury in the description down below. There was 252 people at this tournament. If we can get 300 people for the next one, like, that'd be insane. So make sure to go check them out. And with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day.